Hey brother, if lately you found yourself wondering if you're the one going crazy in your marriage, let me reassure you, you're not losing your mind. What you're feeling is a normal reaction to a situation that's become anything but normal, maybe even something truly dangerous. You clicked on this video, especially if you saw part 1, because deep down, you're starting to realize what you're facing isn't just difficult or controlling. Maybe it's something more. Maybe you're lying awake at 3 a.m., wondering if this is what your kids will think love looks like, or if you're somehow letting your family down as a husband and a dad. Here's the truth. Millions of faithful Christian men are stuck in emotionally abusive marriages, but don't even realize it because they've been told that psychological harm doesn't count as real abuse. But research from Harvard Medical School and the CDC shows emotional abuse can actually cause the same brain trauma as physical violence. In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through the 5 critical signs your marriage may have crossed into psychological abuse, and why your brain honestly can't tell the difference between emotional and physical trauma, plus the biblical and practical steps that could protect your mind, your kids, and maybe even save your life. After being a part of a lot of Faithful Brothers' story and digging deep into clinical research, I've spotted the exact patterns of abuse that need immediate action, not just for you, but for your children's hearts and souls. I've identified the specific abuse patterns that require immediate intervention, not just for your sake, but for your children's spiritual and emotional well-being. You're not alone in this, brother. And here's what makes this different. I'm not just here to help you spot these dangerous patterns. I want to show you how God's plan for your life includes safety, dignity, and real hope, even when things feel impossible. Quick question. How many hours of sleep did you get last night? Drop it in the comments. Was it 3 hours, 5 hours, or did you actually get a full night's rest? Because if you're averaging less than 6 hours because you're lying awake analyzing conversations, walking on eggshells, or planning how to avoid conflict, your marriage may have crossed a dangerous line that requires immediate attention. Today, I'm not just listing red flags. I'm revealing the clinical patterns that mental health professionals use to diagnose emotional abuse, plus the biblical framework that shows why seeking help is obedience, not abandonment of your vows. This is the Grounded Believer, where we tackle real faith and real crises. Because your mental health matters to God, your children need to see biblical masculinity under pressure, and faithful men deserve both protection and practical wisdom. The first sign your marriage has crossed into abuse is threats and intimidation. These can be loud and obvious, like yelling, threats of harm, or breaking things. But they can also be quiet, a look that makes you freeze, a slammed door, or the silent treatment that leaves you walking on eggshells. Living in fear is not normal. Healthy love never uses fear as a weapon. If you find yourself shrinking, second-guessing every word, or feeling anxious when your partner enters the room, that's not love, it's control. Your children notice more than you think. When they see threats or intimidation, it teaches them to fear instead of trust. If you feel trapped or afraid, you are not alone. Reach out for help. There are people and resources ready to support you, and taking that step is an act of courage for both you and your family. Brother, the second pattern is the most dangerous form of emotional abuse: gaslighting. It doesn't just hurt you, it makes you doubt your own God-given sense of reality. Gaslighting traps you, teaching your children that truth is negotiable and making you question your memory, your feelings, and even your sanity. This pattern rewrites history, denies real conversations, and leaves you feeling like the problem, while your children watch and learn to doubt themselves. Research shows gaslighting causes deep psychological trauma, self-doubt, decision paralysis, and dependence on the abuser's version of reality. Brother, I've walked this road and seen men start to believe they're losing their minds. But your mind isn't broken. This is manipulation, not failure. God gave you the ability to discern truth. Your children need to see you trust that wisdom, even when someone you love tries to twist reality. If you're questioning your sanity, that's not humility. It's damage that needs real help. But God can restore your confidence and peace. Public humiliation and character assassination can happen in subtle or obvious ways. Maybe your spouse mocks you in front of friends, shares private failures with family, or belittles you at church. Even private insults repeated over time can destroy your sense of worth and make you feel isolated and ashamed. When this happens in front of your children, it teaches them that love means ridicule or shame. Kids may become anxious, confused, or even start to believe that disrespect is normal in relationships. Over time, your reputation and self-esteem can be deeply damaged, making it harder to reach out for help. Brother, healthy relationships build each other up, not tear each other down. If you notice repeated public shaming, private insults, or your children acting fearful or withdrawn, these are warning signs. Reach out to a trusted friend, counselor, or support group. You deserve respect, and your family needs to see recovery and hope. Brother, one of the most painful signs of emotional abuse is when your partner systematically undermines your goals and success. This can look like sabotaging your work projects, discouraging you from pursuing education or promotions, or even controlling your finances so you can't build independence. These actions aren't about love. They're about control and keeping you small. Maybe you've had your achievements dismissed or your dreams belittled until you start doubting yourself. Sometimes it's subtle, like constant criticism when you try something new, or guilt trips when you want to invest in your own growth. Over time, this drains your confidence and makes you feel trapped. The emotional toll is real, feeling stuck, anxious, or like you're failing as a provider. But brother, you are not the problem. Healthy relationships celebrate your growth and support your dreams, not hold you back out of fear or control. If you recognize these patterns, sabotage, discouragement, or financial control, know that seeking help is not weakness but wisdom. You deserve support to thrive, and your children need to see you pursue your God-given potential with courage and hope. Brother, when someone constantly criticizes you, mocks your dreams, or makes you feel like nothing you do is ever good enough, that's not love. It's abuse. No one should have to earn basic respect or dignity, especially in their own home. Maybe you hear, "You're too sensitive," or "You can't do anything right." These words are meant to break you down, to make you question your worth, and to keep you trapped in self-doubt. These attacks on your self-worth are not about helping you grow, they are about control and power. Manipulation can be subtle, like twisting your words or blaming you for everything that goes wrong. Over time, you might start to believe the lies, that you're unlovable, broken, or a failure. But brother, those are not your true identity. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. Your value comes from God, not from anyone else's approval. Even if you feel broken, you are not beyond repair. If you're feeling crushed by constant criticism, please know you deserve kindness, encouragement, and support. You are not alone in this struggle. God's love restores your worth, and your children need to see you valued and respected. When you begin to heal, you show them what true strength and dignity look like. If you recognize this pattern in your life, it's time to seek help. Reach out to a trusted friend, a pastor, or a professional counselor. You are not alone, and you are worthy of healing and hope. Brother, recognizing emotional abuse is the first step toward healing. You are not alone, and your feelings are valid. Seeking help is not weakness, it's wisdom. Your safety and your children's well-being matter more than keeping up appearances. Take the next step. Download the free Crisis Intervention Toolkit using the link below. Your healing and your children's future are worth it. Brother, you've taken the first step by recognizing the signs. Now, reach out for help. Don't try to do this alone. There are people who understand both your faith and your pain. Your children need you healthy and whole. Seeking help is strength, not weakness. God's love and hope are real, even in this. You are not alone. There is hope, there is help, and your story isn't over. Take the next step today.